science has finally confirmed what many women were already beginning to sense in practice. Intermittent fasting can be one of the most powerful tools for transforming women's health after 40. While diets come and go, fasting stands out for a very clear reason. It speaks directly to the physiology of the mature woman. It's not about eating less, but about eating wisely and, most importantly, giving the body the time it needs to regenerate. The effects go far beyond weight loss. Serious studies show that fasting can balance hormones, improve brain function, reduce inflammation, and even help prevent serious diseases like type 2 diabetes and Alzheimer's. For women seeking longevity, lightness, and vitality, intermittent fasting is no longer just an option, it's an opportunity. The female body is deeply sensitive to internal signals. And when we talk about intermittent fasting, we're not just skipping meals, we're activating ancient systems of self-regulation that directly influence energy, hormones, and even gene expression. During fasting, the body enters a state called autophagy, a natural cellular cleansing process that removes toxins, repairs damage, and enhances internal function. Think of it as a metabolic deep clean, something your body does best when it's not constantly busy digesting. For women, especially after 40, this process becomes even more essential. With the gradual decline of estrogen, the body tends to accumulate belly fat, develop insulin resistance, and experience more intense mood and energy fluctuations. Intermittent fasting acts like a fine-tuning mechanism, helping to restore metabolism, balance blood sugar levels, and regulate hormones more intelligently. In addition, by honoring circadian rhythms, the body's natural cycles throughout the day, fasting strengthens the connection between what we eat, when we eat, and how our body responds. This respectful, physiological approach makes intermittent fasting an especially effective strategy for women seeking greater vitality, mental clarity, and metabolic health as the years go by. Benefit 1. Reduced insulin resistance. One of the biggest silent threats to women's health after 40 is insulin resistance. It doesn't cause immediate symptoms, but over time contributes to weight gain, especially around the belly, constant fatigue, trouble concentrating, and, in more advanced cases, can progress to prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. The good news is that intermittent fasting has proven to be one of the most effective strategies to reverse this condition. When you fast, insulin levels naturally drop. This gives the body a chance to access stored fat as a source of energy, instead of relying solely on glucose from recent meals. Over time, this process improves insulin sensitivity, meaning the body learns to use insulin more efficiently, without overproducing it. Studies show that women who practice intermittent fasting regularly experience a significant reduction in insulin resistance, better blood sugar control, and less accumulation of visceral fat, the dangerous kind that surrounds internal organs. For women over 40, this means more energy, fewer sugar cravings, more stable blood sugar levels, and a metabolism that starts working in your favor again. Benefit 2. Natural and sustainable weight loss. Few things are more frustrating than doing everything right and still watching the scale stay stuck or worse, go up. After 40, the female body enters a phase where traditional weight loss methods simply don't work like they used to. In this context, intermittent fasting emerges as a smart and physiological strategy. By narrowing the eating window, fasting encourages the body to use fat stores for energy. Unlike restrictive diets, which often lead to muscle loss and rebound weight gain, intermittent fasting preserves lean muscle and promotes fat burning, especially around the abdomen, one of the most stubborn areas for women over 40. Another key factor: during fasting, insulin levels drop, which is essential for the body to unlock and burn stored fat. High insulin blocks fat burning. Low insulin opens the door for real weight loss. In addition, by eliminating constant hunger spikes and sugar cravings, fasting helps create a healthier relationship with food. Women who adopt this practice with proper guidance and consistency report not only weight loss, but also a sense of lightness, autonomy, and emotional stability. It's not magic. It's biology understood and activated in your favor. Benefit 3. Boosted metabolism and belly fat burning. As the years go by, woman's metabolism naturally slows down, and this becomes even more pronounced after 40. With the onset of perimenopause and menopause, this slowdown makes weight loss more difficult, especially around the abdominal area, where fat seems to settle and stubbornly stay. What you might not know is that intermittent fasting can directly address this issue by reactivating the metabolism and helping the body break down that resistant fat. During fasting, body reduces insulin levels, a hormone that, when elevated, promotes fat storage. With lower insulin circulating, the body gains access to stored fat for fuel. Belly fat, which is particularly sensitive to this hormonal shift, comes more mobilized. Fasting also stimulates the production of norepinephrine noradrenaline, a hormone that increases energy expenditure and revs up the metabolism. In other words, even while at rest, your body begins to burn more calories. For women over 40. This means greater vitality, more control over your body, and the end of the myth that gaining weight with age is inevitable. It's not. And intermittent fasting proves that daily. Backed by science and real results. Benefit for hormonal rebalance during menopause. Menopause isn't just the end of menstruation, it's a hormonal revolution. Hot flashes, insomnia, irritability, weight gain, and unexplained fatigue. All of these symptoms are linked to the decline of estrogen and imbalances in other hormones like progesterone, cortisol, and insulin. This is where intermittent fasting acts as a natural hormonal modulator. When you fast, the body enters a state of self-regulation that helps restore hormone sensitivity and reduce inflammation. Two key factors in achieving hormonal balance. Fasting also helps buffer the effects of elevated cortisol, the infamous stress hormone, which often spikes after 40 and contributes to belly fat, anxiety, and poor sleep. By improving insulin sensitivity as well, fasting reduces mood and energy fluctuations. Women who fast consistently and mindfully report better sleep, less fluid retention, and greater mental clarity, symptoms of menopause that begin to ease naturally. The female body is built to adapt, and intermittent fasting is one of the most powerful tools to support that adaptation with grace, awareness, and biological intelligence. Benefit 5. Mental clarity and renewed energy. Have you ever felt mentally exhausted, even without doing anything physically demanding? Like your mind was foggy, struggling to focus, remember things, or even make simple decisions. That brain fog is a common symptom among women over 40 and is often linked to hormonal imbalances, poor sleep, and excess blood sugar. Intermittent fasting can be a powerful ally in reversing this condition. During fasting, the body begins to produce ketones, a clean, efficient fuel source for the brain. Unlike glucose, which causes energy spikes and crashes, ketones provide steady focus, mental clarity, and enhanced cognitive performance. Fasting also helps reduce systemic inflammation and supports mitochondrial health, which plays a key role in your body's energy production. Women who fast often report feeling more alert, focused, and productive, even with less caffeine and without needing frequent snacks. The mind feels lighter, the body responds better, and that heavy mental cloud begins to lift as if a veil has been removed from your thoughts. Benefit 6. Reduced inflammation and a stronger immune system. Chronic inflammation is one of the underlying causes of many modern diseases, including arthritis, diabetes, obesity, heart disease, and even cancer. And the most alarming part? It can exist in your body without obvious pain, showing up instead as persistent fatigue, bloating, dull skin, or stubborn weight gain. Intermittent fasting directly addresses this by triggering internal mechanisms that lower inflammatory markers in the blood. When the body enters a fasting state, digestion slows, and metabolic overload decreases, allowing energy to shift towards cellular repair and immune defense. Fasting also stimulates the production of immune-supporting stem cells and helps regenerate aging immune cells. This means not only less inflammation, but greater resistance to infections, autoimmune issues, and premature aging. It's as if the body enters a deep clean mode, shedding what no longer serves and reinforcing the systems that keep you strong and healthy. For women over 40, this process can be a game changer, bringing lightness, less pain, and a sharper immune response, ready to support graceful, vibrant aging. Benefit 7. Longevity and prevention of chronic diseases. Living longer is great, but living longer with health, clarity, and independence, that's what truly matters. And intermittent fasting has proven to be a powerful tool for exactly that. Studies in both humans and animals show that fasting activates genes linked to longevity, cellular repair, and protection against premature aging. It reduces oxidative stress, the silent wear and tear that damages cells over time, and promotes regeneration processes that help keep your tissues younger for longer. Fasting is also strongly connected to the prevention of serious diseases like Alzheimer's, cancer, cardiovascular conditions, and type 2 diabetes. It supports this by regulating metabolism, controlling inflammation, and strengthening the body's defense systems. In short, it helps interrupt those silent cycles of damage that build up over the years and turn into chronic illness. For women who want not just to add years to their life, but life to their years, intermittent fasting offers something rare and powerful: a natural, science-backed, and accessible way to age with more autonomy, clarity, and vitality. Intermittent fasting is not a passing trend. It's applied science, a strategy that gives women back the power to take charge of their own bodies. Proven effective, it targets what matters most after 40: metabolism, hormones, mental clarity, immunity, and protection against the diseases that threaten our longevity the most. But more than that, fasting is an invitation to slow down, to listen to your body, and to make peace with time and with the way we age. It doesn't demand perfection or sacrifice. It calls for presence, awareness, and respect. If something inside you feels ready for change, begin gently. Try extending your fasting window by a few hours. Pay attention to your energy, your true hunger, your sleep. Observe yourself with compassion. This journey isn't about restriction, it's about liberation. Liberation from fatigue, from guilt, from cycles that no longer serve you. If this video resonated with you, like it. Share it with a dear friend, and tell us in the comments, how do you feel about starting intermittent fasting? Let's build a community of women choosing health with awareness, courage, and wisdom.